Pick it up, both teams to a line change. Jim, a former first-round pick by Brandon. He's 15 years old as Jacobson gains center. Pressured by Karimov. Jacobson shoots from the outside, and a good save by Marek Schlenker as he swallows it up.
Up mentality. Somebody has to step up. There are obviously lots of other guys that can provide offense in this Regina Pats lineup, but losing Keats Fawcett unexpectedly late like that is a big blow.
Here's Maddox Schultz driving in on the left wing side. He'll circle the Brandon net near side. Maddox Schultz to the point. Reese Hamilton shoots. The puck goes off the glass near the end wall. Zach Lansard on the right wing side has the puck top of the slot. He'll load. Centering pass in front gets broken up. Back the other way, Brett Wilson for Brandon. Drives on Reese Hamilton, squeaks it past him as it rolls into the Regina right corner. 2 minutes into the first, the game is scoreless here at the Brandt Center. Karimov in the D zone. Bouncing puck in the slot. Brett Wilson shoots block. Rebound, Jimmy Egan. He'll shoot off the post for Brandon. Rebound, Nigel Boehm has it. He'll skate below the goal line. Around the net, Boehm shoots. Good block by Hamilton. Boehm backhands the puck into the corner. Egan below the goal line. Caleb Hadlin, the Brandon captain, pressured by Ruslan Karimov, who angles him into the boards. Puck comes to the blue line for the Wheat Kings. Georgios Pantelis to Nigel Boehm at the left point. He'll load into the middle. Pantelis walks to the middle. He shoots. Good block by Ruslan Karimov as it skips into the crowd below the Brandon goal. Slipped around the wall. Nigel Boehm will send it to the back of the Brandon goal. Pantelis. We're almost 6 minutes into the first, no score. We haven't seen too many whistles. It's been straight line hockey to begin this game. Back and forth, back and forth. Clean pass for Brett Wilson at center. He'll slide it to the right and tipped over the Regina line by Brady Turco, a prospect of the Anaheim Ducks. Maddox Schultz in the D zone. Fights his way out to center. Karimov connects with Lansard, drives over the line. He gets through. Lansard all alone. Backhander stop. Rebound. Scores! And Regina has drawn first blood. And look who it is in a do-or-die game. Maddox Schultz cleans up the rebound with 13:55.
Right there to pick up the trash. Puts it into the back of the net. Pats take the early lead.
Wasn't he Zach Lansard, Kelly Rempel's player to watch? Kelly?
He was, my friend.
And a good choice indeed. What a move that was, Kelly.
Well, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
And Brandon has tied it. 13:31 to play in the first.
No call on the play. We know that Cohen Clausen can bring a lot to his game. Offense and physicality is one of those for sure.
So speaking back to wondering what the lines would be for Regina, it looks like it's Schultz, Karimov, and Lansard as Ronald dumps the puck in from center. It was supposed to be Fawcett on that top line. Obviously, he's not in the game.
Yeah, obviously they get thrown into a blender a little bit unexpectedly.
Here's
so good
Schultz
job.
Across the line. He'll shoot over the Brandon nets. Schultz, 14 goals this season. Man, he has been on fire for the Regina Pats. Left wing side, Brett Wilson has the game's tying goal. He's over the blue line. He'll shoot off a body. Schlenker makes the save as it kicked off the skate of Brady Turco. Maddox Schultz, good stick in front of Turco. It's collected by Hamilton in the Regina zone. Hamilton tried to feed it ahead. It's intercepted by Caleb Hadlin. Brady Turco, right wing side. He'll shoot high, and a glove save by Marek Schlenker with 9:25 WHL Prospects Draft. Was selected 17th overall out of NAX. Egan at center, in across the line for Brandon. He'll cut around Maddox Schultz, drive into the right corner, moves it to the blue line. Pantelis, Nigel Boehm shoots, and Schlenker traps it in the butterfly with 5 minutes left in the first. Immediate timeout presented by 22 Fresh. Shots are 13-7 for Brandon, presented by Western Pizza. Back at center ice, Boyce will get it down into the Regina zone. McNutt has the puck on the right wing side. His pass to center broken up by Serkan, but an offside on Brandon.
There was going to be no rebound, but that's playoff type hockey. You see it a lot, trying to get under the opponent's skin. Cohen Clausen right there, buzzing the tower, as they like to call it.
Lansard at center, swipes the puck back into the Brandon zone. Maddox Schultz and Ruslan Karimov will go after it. Long pass by Dylan Ronald will trickle off a stick. Played back in the Regina net by Marek Schlenker. A minute to go in the first. It's 1-1 here at the Brandt Center in a do-or-die game. Left wing side, Maddox Schultz makes a move at center. He's over the Brandon line. Karimov left boards, whacks the puck down below the goal line. Just missed Maddox Schultz. McNutt will step in. Held in at the blue line. Got him off down to the right corner. Maddox Schultz below the goal line. Shields the puck. Maddox Schultz along the boards. Taps it to the blue line. Hamilton, McNutt shoots. Just missed the net. Almost got a deflection. 30 seconds left in the opening period. Nigel Bain will skate it out to center for Brandon. In over the Regina line. He'll send it on goal, and Schlenker is unable to hold on to it. Now he's off in the attacking zone. Maddox Schultz against Jackson Jacobson. And a face-off won by the Wheat Kings. Lansard will slide it to the blue line, but Peranich waiting for it at center, and that'll do it for the opening 20 minutes of play. Both Boyd Kane did back in the day.
No, he really was a grinder and one of those heart and soul kind of guys. And like I said, I just remember so much of his great work along the boards. He was almost impossible to get the puck off. A big, strong kid.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And 3 Calder Cup championships is no slouch.
I didn't realize he won 3.
Could have won 4. He sent that John Paddock sent him down to the East Coast League. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And John Paddock had a lot of Calder Cup championships. And of course, they would have reconnected when John took over in Regina and had a great career with the Pats. The second winningest coach in franchise history, second in games coached as well.
Never heard a player that ever played for John Paddock that didn't give him rave reviews as a human being. Not once.
Maddox Schultz below the Brandon net leaves the puck along the end wall for Ruslan Karimov, who wraps it around. Brown is sitting there back door. Karimov, he slides the puck through the middle and below the Regina net. Egan will forecheck. Loose puck. Maddox Schultz in the D zone. He'll lift it off the glass. Knocked down by Egan near the line, and it's almost taken out. Now out to center ice, Zach Lansard. And his pass for Maddox Schultz will be an offside on Regina with 14-16.
A little bit. There's something that they're obviously doing against that Pats penalty kill that's worked for them, but quite frankly, next to the shot by Mickelbacher, that really, frankly, was an excellent penalty kill. Yeah, lots of puck possession, lots of zipping it around.
Yep, but no shots.
Not great lanes.
100% right about that. At our next whistle, we'll get the out-of-town scoreboard update presented by Open Skies MRI. There's a penalty on Brandon as Nicolay is dumped below the goal line. Lansard trying to trip it past Bain, who touches it up. Regina going to a huge...
I think came closer than maybe we might realize up here, Dante. That was through traffic, and I'm not sure if Krause saw it until the very last second, but like you said, gets a piece of it with the blocker.
Maddox Schultz through center. Weaving his way over the line. Drops it for Liam Pugh. Centering pass is blocked. Rebound Peranich, fresh off the bench, controls it at the blue line. Top of the circle, Lansard fires, blocked in front as Nigel Bain clears it out with 12:15 remaining in period 2. 20 seconds left on Regina's power play in a 1-1 game. Peranich has the puck as he'll skate it out to the middle, intercepted by Hadlin. Oh no, he shoots, and a glove save by Schlenker, and Schlenker will have to cover it up. The Regina's Ord, and Peranich, a pass up the ice, is intercepted by Allard. He's over the line for Brandon. Right side, a centering pass kicked off the body of Ruslan Karimov. Maddox Schultz steps into Nicholas Johnson, and it's dug up by Karimov. He'll skate it out to center. The Russian across the line. Ruslan driving to the net. Backhand pass sticked away by the Brandon Wheat Kings defender, Cameron Allard. Karimov slips the puck below the net for Maddox Schultz. Great edges. Maddox Schultz working along the goal line. Plays the puck to the right boards. Aiden Wagner walks in. Slides it back to the far side. Karimov shields the puck near the blue line. He'll walk in, feed it down low just off the end of the stick of Peranich. 9:20 left of the second. It's 1-1. Right wing side, Georgios Pantelis moves it out to center. Wagner banks it off the boards. Lansard offside with 9:11 left.
I was expecting an old 9. This guy's 15 years old, and he's on their first power play unit.
Yeah. He takes the place of the injured Grayson Berzinski, their 20-year-old, who's not in the lineup tonight.
Plays with such poise.
Yeah. Brett Wilson over the blue line for Brandon. Hands it off to Allard. To the slot. He shoots the puck straight out of play as we'll head to the media timeout presented by 22.
Second period. Face off back down in their own zone, though.
The attendance tonight, 6,200 inside the Brandt Center. Face off won by Regina in the D zone as Hamilton glides it through center as Karimov will dump it in. Lansard goes after it. Left wing side, it's Aiden Wagner. Chips the puck into the left corner. Pass in front for Lansard. Comes back to the blue line. Cruz Nicolay sends the puck down into the half wall. I don't know if you noticed that line change quickly when they entered the O-zone as they put Nicolay onto the ice. I think they're making sure that McNutt and Hamilton take D-zone face-offs. Well, not the actual physical face-off, but to be in the zone for face-offs in the D end. As the puck is rifled in by Ronald. So you expect Regina will continue to line match as Schultz brings it to center. Up the middle, tries to squeak his way through Cruz Jim, who slides it out to center. Left wing side, Bethal will dump it in for Brandon with 5 minutes left in the second. It's a 1-1 game here at the Brandt Center. Lansard has possession. Nifty pass for Schultz. In across the line, and an offside on Regina. On the Brandon zone, it's a face-off won by Brandon as Hadlin brings it out to center, and now he'll circle back into the Brandon zone. Pantelis has to avoid the forechecking Liam Pugh, and look at this. They go behind their own net. Pantelis hard off the boards, back to center for Hadlin. He's got a shorthanded one-on-one. He shoots, and it goes off the stick of period 2. Minute 36 to go in the Regina power play. Face off one of the D zone. Peranich has the puck below his own goal line. Matty P brings it up the middle. Peranich looking for options. Finds Maddox Schultz. Now Lansard chips it over the blue line. Intercepted by Pantelis, and he will shoot it down the ice.
Boy, that was a wall of Wheat Kings right at their own blue line right there. Tough to break through on that rush. That was
Pats
completely clogged up in the middle.
The Pats might have to rim it in. Oh, here's Zach Moore. We know this play, Drew. He's with it behind the Regina net. Feeds it off to Peranich. Peranich will gain center. Plays it off to the right for Zach Lansard. Hands it off to Maddox Schultz. Chips it over to Liam Pugh, left boards. Lost it. And Pantelis will clear it off the back of Gavin, and now he'll find Nicholas Johnson at center. Johnson tied up at the half boards. Works the puck into the Regina zone. There's 42 seconds left on their power play. Goals in spurts. 41 seconds after the go-ahead goal scored by Brandon.
Assist to number 26, Luke Misselbacher. Time of the goal, 18:46. Mathol from Misselbacher, 18:46 of the second period of play.
Brady Turco near the line, gets the puck into the Pats' right corner for Brandon. 1 minute left of the second, 3-1 for the Wheat Kings. Hadlin checks Hamilton off the puck. Hadlin, bottom of the left wing circle. He'll load and shoot. Good block by Reese Hamilton as McNutt jumps onto the ice for Regina. Near side, Mathis Paul has it for the Pats. On the left wing side, he'll chip it ahead. Deflected in by Maddox Schultz. Liam Pugh goes after it. As the lines have really been shuffled for Regina. Pugh and Schultz on the ice with Mathis Paul. That could be a line of the future for next year. Left wing side, Brett Wilson will dump it in with 20 seconds left of the second. The Brandon Wheat Kings with 2 late goals now lead at 3-1. McNutt, an aerial pass for Pugh, broken up. Johnson to Jordan Gavin, right wing side, and he will rip it around the boards. And fans have to remember, Maddox Schultz playing his 34th game today. He is not eligible to play tomorrow in Brandon as the second period comes to a close. Brandon. The slot, and the puck goes wide. Hagelin back to the blue line. Here's Maddox Schultz, and a high shot is stopped by Jaden Krause. How about that one, Drew Posty?
Well, as much as there was 2 big saves by Krause there, if the Pats do find a way to come back in this game, look back to that one that Schlenker made seconds before that. That was a huge one as well.
Lansard fires a shot. That one is blocked as Karimov grabs the loose puck and sends it off the body of Cruz Jim as Maddox Schultz with a good check on the end wall. Loose puck along the right wing circle, picked up by Jackson Jacobson for Brandon. He'll chip it out to center. 18:40 left in the third. It's 3-1 for Brandon. Back into the Regina zone. Karimov will rim it around the boards, and it escapes Cruz Jim. Zach Lansard busting over the line and gets checked by Lavoie. Left corner, Lansard cuts in front. He shoots, and a pad save. Rebound! Oh my! They score! His 15th of the season, Maddox Schultz from an impossible angle. Regina down 3-2, less than 2 minutes into the third.
I have to yell just to hear ourselves in our headsets right now.
There's a pass to center for Zach Lansard. This line has been on fire. Karimov across the line for Regina. Lansard takes a pass down low, gets it up top. McNutt, high point. Hamilton fires. Stopped by Jaden Krause. Brandon back the other way. Lavoie hands it off to Gavin, and an offside on Brandon with third period. The shots are 26-22 for Brandon, presented by Western Pizza. Maddox Schultz with 2 goals in the game. McNutt with the tying goal. Misselbacher in, and he shoots it short side and high over the net as the puck rolls around the glass and down the ice. We're 8 minutes into the third. Dante DeCaria joined with Kelly Rempel and Drew Posty here on this Friday evening. The final game of the season. Regina needs a single point to clinch a playoff berth. McNutt has it at center. Puck is sent into the Brandon zone by Lancer. Karimov pokes it through, and he flips it over the net for Regina. Karimov tied up with the far circle, gets it back. Maddox Schultz shoots, and a stop made by Kraus, looking for his second WHL hat trick.
That was a tremendous effort right there from Ruslan Karimov to get a shot.
Here's Lancer to the slot. He'll make a little move for his backhand, doesn't pull the trigger. Pass to the blue line. Hamilton, McNutt at the blue line. He shoots, kick save, rebound.
An absolute push like they did earlier on in this period.
We just talked about it, Kelly.
Well, you can't sugarcoat that one. He's got to stop that. I mean, that one's coming from 50 feet, and it just whistled right by his blocker.
Allard in his first game in over a month.
Offside.
As his last game.
It really came in there fast, but at the same time, with what's on the line, you want to get a save right there.
Nicholas Johnson across the line rifles the puck in around the boards, and now Regina's really going to have to pick up the pace right here because they are still looking to force overtime. Brandon cannot score another goal right here. A single point clinches a playoff spot. Lifted off the glass and out of the D-zone by Karimov as Zach Lancer comes barging after it. Maddox Schultz has done everything he could in this game with 2 goals for the Regina Pats. And what's going on right here? Fans are kind of oohing and awing. I didn't see what's going on.
Good hit by Schultz in the corner on Baumüller in the Brandon zone.
Pantelis back at the Brandon net with 8.5 to go in the third. Brandon up 4-3 here at the Brandt Center, out shooting Regina 30-24. Remember, this is game number 48 this season for Marek Schlenker. He is right up there in total appearances amongst all WHL netminders this year, so maybe fatigue starting to play into play for the Regina Pats starting goaltender, who was named the MVP prior to today's puck drop. Karimov drives down into the right corner for Regina. Centering pass goes to the blue line. Hamilton steps to the left. Out of the left boards, will get it deep for Maddox Schultz. He'll chip it up the boards. Hamilton at the blue line. Middle point area. Lancerd. Pantelis hands it off to Caleb Hadlin. Left side over the blue line. Hadlin walks to the right. Drives down low. One-hand shot. Good save by Schlenker with the left pad. Back at the blue line for Brandon. The puck squeaks past the defender, Allard, back at center. It's Hadlin to shovel the puck in with 6.5 to go in the third.
You're right, Kelly. 30 goals on the season would be huge to have in the lineup.
That's exactly what you need in this situation in your lineup.
For Regina, it's Lancerd across the line, trying to split through the defense, but Pantelis will hold him away from the middle of the ice. Maddox Schultz open in the slot, is waiting for a pass. And here is Lancerd. He almost found Schultz. Bridgman, a shot, hit the post. He fanned on it. Maddox Schultz behind the net, slips and falls from his knees, throws it in front. Where is it? It's bouncing around the end boards. Bridgman at the right point. Kicked off the skate of Zach Lancer. Nigel Bain will backhand it out to center. Luke Misselbacher will throw it up into the air and knocked down by Jackson Jacobson. Peranich back to get it in the Regina zone. 4 minutes to play in the third. Regina will most likely pull the goalie soon. And they have used their one and only timeout. Well, not soon, but like at some point.
In 2 minutes, I'll guess.
Yeah.
4-3 4 minutes left. They'll probably wait till at least 2.
How about Schultz? Rims the puck hard around the boards and gets his own rebound as he chips it in for Liam Pugh. Pugh below the net, maybe even less.
Yeah. But I don't blame the coach for that.
100%. Cruz Jim, a pass to the right side. Joby Baumüller will rifle it into the feet of Reese Hamilton. The Pats net is empty as Karimov dumps it in. Marek Schlenker is on the bench. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Regina is down 4-3. It's turned over. Baumüller shoots for the empty net, and that might seal it. 5-3 Brandon.
Twice in one period, obviously.
The bench obviously just lost. The life has been taken out of the Regina bench. They were essentially 9 minutes away from clinching a playoff spot.
Unassisted. Time of the goal, 18:05 of the
Again.
third period.
And now they're pulling the goalie. You have to. Lancert across the line for Regina to the slot. He'll try to pass it. Now grabs onto it, shoots, and just wide. McNutt on the right wing side, down to Maddox Schultz with 1:30 to play in regulation. Brandon up by 2. Backdoor pass. Caden Brown has it below the goal line. He'll work it up top. Reese Hamilton to McNutt at the right point. Little slap pass to Maddox Schultz. Middle point, McNutt. Maddox Schultz looking for the hat trick. Gets the puck in down low. Schultz along the boards. There's only so much he could do. Caden Brown around the wall to Reese Hamilton. Final minute of the third. McNutt, right point, shoots! And Krause makes the save of the butterfly with a minute.
Record with what? He had 13 or he had 12? Connor.
He had 12 and 15
12
games.
So this, yeah. So
Here's McNutt at the blue line with the net empty. Pats down by 2 goals. Caden Brown down into the Brandon left corner. Cutting him off. Tries to fish it out of traffic. Brown at the boards. Back to the point. Hamilton to McNutt. Right point. Below the right circle. Maddox Schultz shoots from a bad angle. You know he could score from there.
almost
He
had
did
another
earlier.
one.
Lancert knocks it down at the line, plays it over to Schultz from his foot to his skate. A pass in front is intercepted. Nicholas Johnson cross ice. Joby Baumüller for his 40th of the year, and he scores. Baumüller with 2 empty net goals, and Brandon goes.